Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 28 of Vlogmas. I am deep in the throes of planning for 2022, so I've been thinking a lot about my goals, trying to plan ahead. I know January in particular is going to be quite busy, so I'm trying to think of what things I can do now while I have time to set my future self up for success. So those things really appeal to me. I am trying to rest during this period. This is the moon phase that is all about rest anyway, but I'm not really one who can rest all day. So when I have pockets of motivation and energy, I want to get as much done as possible in those time periods. That's pretty much the entire morning for me. Once I have my first meal, I start to feel a little bit tired, and then before I know it, it's dinner time, and then the rest of the evening I usually take that for rest and relaxation. Although if I do have motivation, I will edit a video or work on my book, something creative that's for myself. What I am doing this morning is I am planning out my 30-day deep cleaning challenge. So I've got this laminated template, blank 30-day challenge template that I use to map out most of my 30-day challenges. I don't map out my eat at home challenge because I just kind of go with the flow with that one. But with the cleaning challenge, I really like to have certain tasks on certain days. So this is available on my website. You can print it out and I will link it down below. Basically what I do, because this is set up as like day 0 through to day 30 and it's pretty static, I like to put the day of the week on top here. So day 0 is going to be January 1st for me, and that falls on a Saturday. So I just need to label Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and of course this day applies to all of the boxes that are in this column because it's like laid out in a 7-day weekly calendar, but it's a monthly view. So you can see day 0 always remains the same, and that is all about mindset. So I like to determine my vision, set my intention, and finalize my plan, and that applies for any 30-day challenge that I'd be mapping out. And then I go ahead and I jot down in water-soluble marker so I can erase it when the time comes. I like to jot down the specific tasks that I'll be doing. I have a rough plan, but because I'm thinking ahead to January and how busy it's going to be, there are a few things that I'm going to try to do before the new year even arrives. One of the problem areas is definitely the plant area because I have to move all the plants away from that area. There are also 2 kind of like long tables that are stacked one on top of each other, and I need to move those out of the way so I can clean the windows. I know I'm not going to want to do that in January. It's just going to be way too much of a hassle, and if I leave it for January, I will probably skip over it. So hubby and I are going to try to do that today. That way when it comes time for me to do the plant shelves during the deep cleaning challenge in January, I will have done the windows in the area behind the plant shelves. If dust has gathered by that time, all I'll need to do is just move the plants and give the shelves a quick wipe. So that is feeling really, really good. I think that's going to be the only task that I'm going to do beforehand. I was thinking about doing the wall units as well, but I think it'll be okay to leave those for January. The other thing is that since hubby has his work schedule now, I want to adjust some of the dates so that when he's off, he can help with like pulling the stove out, pulling the washing machine out, pulling the fridge out. So I'm going to try to adjust those days to the days that he is off. His days off can be like any day of the week pretty much. Usually he's off on the weekends, but it's not consistent anymore. And his schedule also changes, so I don't want to be like married to my plan. I want to keep it really flexible. I'm going to work on that right now, and I'll insert a screenshot of my final 30-day deep cleaning challenge plan, my final flexible plan in case anything changes throughout the month. And then I will also leave a link down below where you can download the calendar if you want. The calendar is very customized to my situation because I have a tiny condo. I can really like spend a lot of time in each area. But if you have a bigger home, you might want to just do a general cleaning challenge where you kind of give a pass over all the areas in your home, but not like do such deep cleaning. Or you might just want to use the calendar for like certain certain portions of your home and maybe do a deep cleaning challenge a couple of times a year. I haven't finished my deep cleaning plan yet because there were a bunch of changes to hubby's schedule when I dived into what he's got on the go for 2022. And also hubby woke up and he wanted to get started on the cleaning, which is great. He really likes to get things done when he has something on his list, so that's actually really nice for me. But I needed to get my steps in, so he's just doing his morning routine and I'm gonna get my steps, then we're gonna do our cleaning, and then I'm gonna finish the deep cleaning calendar. It has been a very productive day. Hubby and I just finished our hot pot dinner. I just had a banana for dessert because I am very, very full. But I went ahead and steeped another one of the Teapigs cold brew. This is the peach mango, and I steeped it for about 10 minutes. So once again, I do think the bottom is like a little bit more, there's more color in the bottom. So I'm just gonna do the same thing as yesterday, invert it for a bit. Yeah, I think that evened it out. And I'm going to give this a try. I really loved the lychee rose one that we tried yesterday. This smells good. I don't find it smells as strong as the lychee rose, but I can definitely detect a bit of the peach mango. Maybe more peach. Careful.
I smell peach.
Peach?
What do you smell?
I think more of the peach too. Okay, let's give it a try. This is good.
It's good? Better than yesterday?
Seems more mild. I can taste the peach mango. I think I do taste more of the peach. And this one's not as tart as yesterday's.
I just peach. That's
Just
all
peach?
I taste.
I like it though. Which one do you like more?
this one.
You like this one more? Again, very refreshing. I normally don't drink a lot of cold drinks unless it's like something fizzy. So flat water, I normally drink at room temperature or a little bit warm. I'll mix room temperature with a bit of boiling water. But this is really refreshing. I like this a lot. I think that is going to be it for day 28 of Vlogmas. I will see you all tomorrow on day 29. Good morning, everyone. It is Vlogmas day 29, and I'm about to have some new coffee in this new mug. So I had mentioned that I bought hubby a gift that I was going to give him for our dating anniversary, which is coming up on January the 1st. But I decided to give him one of the gifts early because yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of us saying goodbye to Truffle, and I thought it might be a good time just for a little pick-me-up. We did celebrate Truffle by remembering him and watching some of his videos. So what I ended up getting hubby was an experience box from a roaster called Rabbit Hole Roasters. It's located in Montreal, and the experience box are 5 little bags of coffee. They're each around 100 grams, so they are smaller than like the 227 gram bags that you would typically think of. So I got him 5 varieties. What I like about the experience box is you can actually choose which varieties you want. So I went with some of the default ones, and I also switched out a couple. So this one was one that was included in the experience box in the default. And what's interesting about it is that it's a coffee from the Yunnan province in China. So I've never had coffee from China before, and I was intrigued by it. The more I looked into it, the more it seemed like a very high quality coffee. And I think this province is known for its teas. So I was very fascinated by that. Also, the packaging is really sweet. I love their logo. I also bought us 2 of these camping mugs. So they're like those coated, I guess it would be like aluminum mugs. They're very lightweight, pretty much indestructible. There's the logo on this side and then the rabbit on this side. Just a really, really sweet mug. So there are 2 that are exactly like this. In the box, there was also this origami rabbit that they had made, along with a piece of origami paper and a QR code that leads to a video tutorial on YouTube on how to make your own origami rabbit. So we might give that a try. And now let's try the coffee. So cheers. I think hubby might like this coffee. It's a bit too dark for me. I typically like medium roast, and this is a dark roast. The flavor is actually very nice. It's just a very dark roast. There is a lot of like chocolatiness to it. It's time again for my morning walk. I've actually been out already today. I just popped into the post office to mail my friend's affirmations. I'm so excited for her to get them and to start opening them in the new year. I'm gonna take a shorter walk today. I'm gonna go buy Lulu some of her frozen raw meat patties. That's her breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm also gonna get a few little bits of groceries for hubby and me. I am almost out of fruit, so I'll need to pick up some bananas and maybe some berries. I'll see what's on sale. And as well, I want to get some romaine lettuce. We're gonna order pizza again today. I am home from my walk. I bought everything on my list and nothing more. I'm about to go ahead and clean this area of the condo now. I filmed a little time lapse of me putting away the stuff from my annual beauty haul, and one of you asked if I could show you my storage, so here it is. I also realized that I didn't put my makeup in my 30-day deep cleaning plan, and it's something that I meant to incorporate into my annual deep cleaning challenge now that the condo is in a much cleaner state overall. Ever since I started doing that challenge every year, I'm finding that there's just less and less accumulated dirt, obviously. Yesterday when hubby and I were cleaning the plant area, I actually only cleaned half of the windows. I didn't get up on the ladder to clean the upper portions. I only did the parts that I could reach. I found when I was wiping them down that they really weren't dirty at all. There was like no dirt that came onto the cloth that I was using. So that is feeling really good to have that done, and I don't have to worry about it in January. And I think this will be a fun project for me to do today, kind of as a show and tell of like, this is where I keep my beauty products, and also as a way to deep clean all of the different components. I've got about an hour before our first meal, so I think I can just slot that right in there and feel really good about getting it done. So I'm just going to show you an overview before I jump into the time lapse of me cleaning. This top shelf here is where I keep everything that I use on a daily basis. So this here is just a pull-out tray, and it's got all of my daily makeup bits in here. I rotate my makeup, in particular my eyeshadow palette and my blush. That way I can shop my stash and it feels like I'm using something new, even though I'm just like rotating through all of my old palettes. I won't go through what's in here because I always have my current makeup basket on my website, so I'll just link that down below. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take everything out and I'm gonna clean this tray here because there is a lot of like powder and makeup that's accumulated on the bottom. This is another tray that I pull out every morning and I just put it on the countertop as I'm putting on my makeup. This has all of my skincare in it, as well as my mascara. It's got my BB cream if I'm using that, and it's got a little travel bottle where I put in the rose water. The rose water that I buy, the backup portion or the rest of the bottle is back here, and I don't really love the spray because it doesn't come out in a fine enough mist for my liking. It's quite like targeted, so it really kind of like wets my face in only one area. So I like to transfer this into a little travel bottle. The other thing that I pull out on a daily basis and use are my makeup brushes. Then I've just got some other little bits and bobs like the Atomy Healthy Glow Base, the face lotion that I've been using in the evening. Got my Beauty So Clean Cosmetic Sanitizer Mist. I've got a paper towel in here that I should change. I just use this on the side here to protect the shelf. But the shelf actually is fine. There's really no wear and tear. Then I've got all of these clear acrylic drawers that house random stuff. I'm not going to go through them all, but this is basically where I keep all of my backups, products that I rotate, and new products I have yet to dive into. So I've got lipsticks in here. Actually, I am going to declutter some lipsticks. I don't have many left, as you can see. These two are pretty new. This one isn't even a lipstick, it's the Posy tint. So really, I only have 4 old lipsticks. And I think I'm gonna declutter 3 of them, actually. So I'm left with this. These drawers were actually getting pretty empty until I put in all of the stuff from my annual beauty haul. So now I've got the Ordinary products in here again, but these drawers I think only had 1 product left in there. And some of them still are empty. So for example, this one is completely empty. This one only has a couple of products in here, one being a beauty puff. So maybe when I do the time lapse, I'll go through and clean these out, as well as declutter anything I don't need anymore. In the back, I keep most of my makeup bags. So I've got some here, but I've also got some behind these drawers here. And then in the side, I put in some backups and extra products. So I've got some of my favorite mascara back here. I've got my palettes kind of tucked away on the side because they don't fit in the drawers very well, at least in the way that I've arranged everything. So these are old palettes that I rotate through. And then I've got like some backup products and empty bottles stored in just random nooks and crannies. So I'm gonna try to tidy that up. And in the bottom, I've got my nail polish. I've got these nail polishes remaining, as well as everything that's in this acrylic drawer. and a few in this one as well. That is it for my beauty product storage. I have some products stored in the bathroom. In the bathroom, I mainly keep my facial cleansers, my sheet masks, any facial scrubs, as well as my body lotions and hand and foot creams. All my other facial products are here, as well as my makeup. Let's jump into the actual cleaning and tidying. I'm going to start the time lapse right now. I am all done, and I'm only letting go of the 3 lipsticks that I showed earlier, as well as a couple of powder puffs. I did have to take a break in between because it was time for our first meal. I was taking my time, so the second half of cleaning went really quickly. Hubby and I ordered from Descendant Pizza. We ordered the same thing, the small no name, but they sent hubby a large. Oh my gosh. That's huge. I also made a couple of side salads because the herbs in the AeroGarden are getting quite tall and bushy. Here they are. I harvested some of the dill and the Thai basil for our salads, and I'm gonna harvest some of the Genovese basil for our pizza. Everything is getting quite even now in height, so I may raise the light. Pizza tonight was really good. Hubby and I ended up eating half of each of our pizzas, so I ate 2 slices from mine and hubby ate 4 slices from his. I am about to have dessert. Night's dessert is going to be a whole bunch of blueberries with some lemon yogurt and some shredded coconut on top. I've been really loving the no processed junk food after dinner. So for dessert, I've been having this sort of thing, I think for about a week now, and I am going to carry this over into 2022. It's just been working very well for my body. Of course, I will make exceptions here and there if there's a birthday or if there's another special occasion, but for the most part throughout the year, I'm going to be trying to limit my processed junk food intake to just around like lunchtime. I'm working on the rest of my goals and I think I'm in pretty good shape. I have in my mind all of the things that I want to work on. So now it's just like putting some words around that on my website and recording a video. I'll probably record the video in early January and post it maybe in mid-January. But I'll be starting straight away on January 1st with all of the things I have in my mind. So that is going to be it for day 29 of Vlogmas. Oh my gosh, this whole Vlogmas season has really flown by. I really loved this Vlogmas. I found that in previous years, I kind of lose motivation, or I get a little bored or tired of Vlogmas and I can't think of any ideas for things to film. But this Vlogmas, my motivation level has remained consistently high. I haven't really had any dips in motivation. I haven't really felt like, oh, what am I going to film today? Like I have in previous years. It was a lot of fun. We still have 2 more days of my version of Vlogmas. So I will see you all tomorrow for day 30. Have a good night.